You ever looked in the mirror and just didn't recognize yourself? That was my friend Tola. Three kids, one demanding job, and a metabolism that seemed to have packed its bags and left. She wasn't lazy, oh no. She wasn't overheating junk all day. But she was stuck, exhausted, bloated, and feeling guilty all the time. I'm doing everything I know, she'll say. Why am I still gaining weight? What she didn't know then was that it wasn't about doing more, it was about doing things differently, backed by science and rooted in kindness. Here is how Tola started losing fat at home without punishing herself. Tola used to skip breakfast thinking it would save calories, but she didn't realize she was setting her body up for all day hunger. One day, she read that people who eat a protein rich breakfast tend to eat fewer calories throughout the day and have lower levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone. She started simple: a boiled egg, some oats, and tea. Not perfect but real, nourishing, and slowly her cravings in the evening started to vanish. It wasn't magic, just biology. Finally working with her, not against her. You've been lied to. They said weight loss is all about eating less. No carbs, no fat, no joy. Paula tried all the diet food, the zero calorie noodles, air fried everything. But she was always hungry, always tired. Then we tried something crazy: real food. Eggs, avocados, sweet potatoes, beans. Food that didn't need a label to prove it was food. And guess what? Her cravings slowed, her belly softened, her eyes got brighter. Because when you feed your body right, it stops screaming for help. She cut out the heady snacks that lied to her. Tola Pantry was also full of low fat, sugar free, high fiber packed snacks. But when she actually read the labels, she was shocked. Additives, hidden sugars, empty calories. Science says these ultra processed health snacks confuse your body's hunger signals. So she swapped her granola bars for banana and granules, Greek yogurt instead of diet ice cream. Guess what? Her digestion improved. Her cravings calmed. Her body finally said, "Thank you." Tola realized something profound one day. She didn't need her meals to be Instagram worthy. She needed them to work. So she simplified: rice, beans, veggies, boiled plantain, no fancy sauces, no 12-step recipes, just real food, cooked with love. Turns out, boring meals reduce food noise and help you eat more intuitively. Science says that when food becomes routine, the brain loses the addictive reward seeking loop, which means less binging. And suddenly, weight loss didn't feel like a battle, it felt peaceful. Do you know how long Tola used to take to finish her lunch? 5 minutes. 5 minutes to inhale an entire meal. Her brain was like, wait, are we eating? Oh, too late. So we did this one tiny trick: put the fork down between bites. Science shows that eating slowly helps the stomach signal the brain before it's too late. Tola started chewing like she was in a toothpaste commercial. It felt silly until she started feeling full on less food. No diet. After lunch, Tola used to crash on the couch with her phone, but she found out that walking for just 10 minutes after eating helps regulate blood sugar and improves digestion. Two keys for fat loss. So she started walking laps in her compound, sometimes barefoot, sometimes with her toddler on her hip. It wasn't about getting steps in, it became a little pocket of peace. And unknowingly, it boosted her metabolism too. Tola's biggest fat loss breakthrough didn't come from food, it came from sleep. She used to sleep only 5 hours, answering emails at midnight and scrolling reels. But science is clear: poor sleep raises cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It lowers leptin, your fullness signal, and increases cravings for sugar. So she did the unthinkable. She turned off her phone at 9:30. She started sleeping and her belly fat started shrinking. When she was a girl, Tola used to dance in the kitchen with her mom. So one day, she put on an old playlist while washing dishes and danced again. Every evening became a mini concert. No gym, no burpees, just joy. Research shows joyful movement increases dopamine, your motivation hormone, and that consistency in any physical activity, even in dancing, burns fat better than intense short lived gym sessions. Her body changed, but so did her heart. This was the deepest part. Tola used to look at herself and say, I hate my body. But healing began when she said, I am not fat. I have fat and fat can go. That shift from self blame to self care created the space she needed to keep going. Science backs it up. People who are self compassionate are more successful in long term weight management than those who shame themselves. Let's talk drinks. Paula used to forget water unless it came in a soda bottle. Tola was drinking her calories, juice, coffee loaded with cereal, diet sodas. She didn't even realize how much it added up. So we made a pact, water first, always. Before meals, before snacks, water. It wasn't extraordinary, but science shows it helps with satiety and digestion. And sometimes test shows up as fake hunger. But then she read that even mild dehydration slows metabolism and makes you feel unnecessarily hungry. Her body wasn't asking for food, it was crying for hydration. So she started her mornings with a warm glass of water with lemon, not because it was trendy, but because it reminded her to start the day caring for her insides. She placed the bottle next to her laptop, added cucumber, slices sometimes. Her skin brightened, her cravings reduced, her energy soared. It was simple, it was free, and it was science. She joined the gym in January. By March, she was donating money to it. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. You don't need a gym to lose fat. Tola ditched the pressure and started doing 10-minute workouts in her living room. Dancing, lunges, skipping rope, even just walking up the stairs twice with intention. Fat loss is about movement, not memberships. You know what broke Tola's progress the most in the beginning? Guilt. One biscuit. I've ruined everything. Missed a workout. What's the point anymore? But the truth is, fat loss isn't a straight road. It's a spiral staircase. And some days you pause, some days you stumble. So she stopped saying I failed and started saying I am learning. That shift helped her show up with grace, not guilt. Because sustainable fat loss isn't about being perfect, it's about staying kind enough to keep going. Tola used to think fat loss meant giving up everything delicious, so she'll go all in, clean eating, detox teas, celery sticks, and by day 4, she'll binge like it was a last supper. Then we try the 80-20 rule. 80% whole, nourishing meals, 20% pure enjoyment. It gave her the freedom to live and the structure to thrive. No guilt, no shame, just balance. In the end, it wasn't just her belly that shrank, it was the pain she was carrying too. The trauma of comparison, the years of silent struggle, the shame buried under every before and after photo. She started journaling, talking to a friend, letting herself cry and laugh again. Because science says emotional stress can trigger fast storage, especially around the belly. But healing emotions, that's the final unlock. Tola didn't just lose weight, she found herself again. Tola didn't follow a program, she followed her peace. Small, gentle shifts backed by science, done in the comfort of her home. She lost 13 pounds in 4 months, but more than that, she gained back her laughter, her light, her power. So if you are listening to this thinking I've tried everything, try this. Less pressure, more presence. Science with softness. You are not alone and you don't have to punish your body to change it. You just have to love it enough to start small. If Tola's story felt like yours, know this, you are not alone and you are not broken. You are just blooming. Give this video a like if you felt seen. Drop a comment if you've ever had a chocolate night and subscribe for more stories like this one. We tell what is, applicable and we heal together on this channel. Thanks so much and I'll see you in my next video.